Joe, how satisfying is it to name someone like Owen Franks in your front row for this week?
As a province and a team, we're pretty fortunate. He's got a fair bit of experience. It's been a wee while since he's worn the red and black hoops, so looking forward to seeing him out there.
I mean, obviously he missed the World Cup, and he's had to sort of pick himself up, and you probably don't expect him to find himself here. So what have you sort of noticed about the way he's sort of gone about his sort of work ethic and things in amongst a pretty young group here?
Oh, look, he's the ultimate professional. He's come in energised. He's driving standards. He wants to play, and that's a testament to him as a bloke. He's just a good man who wants to play some good rugby.
Must be nice to obviously has so much experience. I mean, if he's sort of been helpful in that respect to some of the younger props and sort of loose forwards there.
Yeah, well, look, definitely. You bring an All Black in, 100+ capped All Black, the standards go up. So our young props in the group are certainly learning what it means to be one of the best in the world.
Just to clarify, this isn't short term. Unless there's an injury and he has to go to Japan, he's here for the rest of the season. Is that right?
That's correct.
And can you just talk about the boost that's going to give you guys down the stretch?
Oh, again, it's being able to bring someone like Owen, and he's played over 100 Test matches. He's got a lot of experience. Scrummaging wise, he's still one of the best tight head props in the world. That's got to give everyone a boost. And like I said, he's come in, he's energised. I actually saw him sprinting in the gym, and he looked bloody quick. So that's exciting. I'm excited to see what Owie is going to do tomorrow night.
2009 since he last played?
I think so. He's near on a decade, so it's been a wee while. But as I said, we're excited as a group to have him in the mix, and he's excited to be here.
Moody wasn't part of the World Cup squad last time around either, and suddenly found himself playing semi-finals and finals. I mean, what's Owen said? Does he see that ship as having sailed, or is the aspiration still there?
Oh, to be fair, I always not mentioned it. I talked to him earlier in the week, and I said, let's get you on the field. It's important you play rugby because you never know what's going to happen. I'm sure he's aware of it, but his mindset is he's here. He's going to play for Canterbury.
Just in terms of front rows, there's no Ollie Yager in your mix. Was there an injury to him last weekend?
He's got a wee knee sprain, and we're just waiting to get an MRI on that. So hopefully he's recovering well. It's settled a little bit, and there's a little bit less pain there. But we need to get a scan to see if there's anything major in there.
In terms of the campaign, do you look at the schedule and think the toughest part's behind you now? You got a nice run in.
You look at this competition, it's a tough competition. Any team can beat any other team on the day. So, we got off to a slow start. So as of last week, it was one game at a time. Nail that game, and then we can move on. So, we got through Auckland. Performance-wise, was much better than we'd put in before. So really happy with that. But if we want any chance of featuring in the playoffs at the end of the year, then we've got to nail this one and be better again.
Are you treating it as a must-win essentially every week now to make this playoffs?
Yep. We got to win every game. Northland's the next challenge, and there'll be a tough challenge up there. It's a tough place to go and play, tough place to go and get a win. So, mindset-wise, we need to be better than we were against Auckland again.
What's just the general environment like around compared to a fortnight ago?
Oh, look, I think we're probably as a management group, coaching group, we probably underestimated how different a team this was this year. We thought with the experience that we had that the young guys would just come in and pick it up, but I think as a new group it's taken a little bit to gel, but I feel like we're there now. I think the players feel like they're there, they know how we want to play rugby and are confident to go out and execute, and we saw that against Auckland. Were we perfect? Definitely not, but we had our mindset right, and when we needed to execute, we did.
Even before the campaign, did you look at those first three games and go, that's a tough test to start?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a tough start. Again, we should have won two of them. The Tasman game, they were better, and you take that one. But we felt we should have won round one. We should have beat Wellington, but we didn't. That's part of the rugby, part of the competition, and again, just a reflection on how tough the comp is. So 0-3 down's tough, but to put in a performance like we did against Auckland, that shows that we're not far off.
You mentioned those, a lot of young guys. Who's someone out of that crop, new into the team that's impressed you?
Oh, they've all been impressive. you know, some obviously it's their first year in a professional environment. They've all been really impressive, but I suppose if I was going to single one out, probably Dallas. You know, he's a midfielder, and I've put him on the wing, and he's done a pretty good job there. So he's a good young kid. He's got a big future, and it won't be on the wing long term. But for now, it's a place that he can fill.
So you said you underestimated getting the team to gel. So you guys had to step up as a coaching staff. What did you have to do to change?
Oh, look, I think probably we've all stepped up. So not just the coaching group, but you know, our experienced players have identified that as well, and we're all just making that little bit more effort to make sure that, one, we know how we want to play, but at the same time that we're going into games relaxed and confident, and we just want to enjoy our rugby. You know, if we're enjoying our rugby, we're probably a better chance to execute than being a little bit tense and tight.
Was it complacency? Or?
No, certainly not complacency. I think we just, as I say, we just underestimated how different a group this was compared to last year and the year before, and so on.
It was a massive mental step up in the game at the weekend. I think 2 tries in 2 or 3 minutes there. You conceded about midway through the second half there, and suddenly it looked as though the game was going to slip away from you guys. So in terms of just mentally how they adjusted and closed that game out, was that the most satisfying moment of the season for you to this point?
Yeah, it probably was. I think everyone that was watching and remembers the final last year as a little bit of deja vu. Rain come down, a couple of quick tries, and all of a sudden the game's tight. And you know, just the way we fought back, we didn't panic. You know, kicked off, got a turnover, scored a try, and then all of a sudden momentum shifted again. As I say, we weren't perfect in that game, either side of the ball, but the mindset and just the belief that we could go up to Eden Park and get a win, you know, that was there from day one of the week.